Well, what an amazing game we had. Croatia came out on top, and it was either way. It could have gone either way. Russia went into the quarterfinals as the least favorite to win the World Cup, even from the start of the group stage. No one really thought these guys could go past the group stage, and it just tells you how much the game is really worth once you start watching it and you start realizing some of these teams are real good and they can go far. There is no problem with some of these teams that can go far. They just need some sort of spark, some sort of momentum that can take them to the next level. And at this point right now, they got taken to the next level and the fans were behind them. The home crowd was there. Their country was there to support them, and they were the hometown the guys that didn't give much of a chance by anybody, but the home crowd gave them a chance. That the hometown fans were behind them all the way to the very end, and we saw Croatia how they fought, and they're the ones now who are going to face England. The penalty shootout was awesome. It was great. Lot of drama into that penalty shootout, but we now know who's going to face England, and it's not going to be an easy one for England because England is not going to be doing the same thing that they did with Sweden. You see, Croatia knows how to defend better, and they showed that, and they can go toe to toe with the toughest, and they went up against a tough opponent, and they didn't allow Russia to continue an onslaught like they did. Might not have enough goals like other teams, but Russia did come and they did make a statement. And they came into this World Cup outperforming themselves and making it known to the whole world that this was their country and this was their fight and this was their World Cup. And it was going to be won, and they believed it. At the end of the day, the penalty shootout is like a Russian roulette. You got through once, but it ain't gonna happen again. It might not happen again. The chances are very slim for you to walk out of that Russian roulette a second time. You got through the first time, but not the second time. This time, Croatia won the Russian roulette. And it just happens to be that the second time they did go through as well. Because both of these teams went through as penalty shootout winners. They came into the quarterfinals as penalty shootout winners. They didn't think that, nobody thought that was going to happen. And now Croatia has made history for the first time in, 19 something? I can't remember. But it hasn't been done in a long time where a team comes in and wins a game twice, one game after another through penalty shootouts. And Croatia did that. And it could have been Russia, but Croatia came out on top thanks to the Barca man, Ivan Rakitic, who came in once again and won the penalty shootout for the second time in a row. Now, I don't know how long it's been since a player has done that in a single tournament. Much more in a World Cup. You know, it's pretty awesome to have that kind of feeling, knowing that you won them the penalty shootout twice in a row. I don't think that the penalty shootout is the best strategy, but if you don't have anything else, that's the only way you can win a game, and that's the only way to go. Because these two teams went at it. The score was 2-2, and then they still went in extra time. They got a goal. Well, it was 2-2 when it was in extra time. But once they got out of extra time, penalty shootouts were the way to get out of the quarterfinals and going into the semifinals. So that was interesting to me. So, boy, I mean, I got exhausted just watching this, and I'm like, man, something's got to give, and it did. And Croatia was the one that stood taller and stood stronger after all those minutes played. And now they're going into the semifinal against England. The other match, Belgium versus France, is going to be off the hook. I'm going to tell you this right now. Those two are going on a collision course this coming Wednesday, I believe. And it's going to be amazing. These two teams are packed with so much ability, so much skill. And you can only just wonder what will happen when the 90 minutes are over. Those two teams have given everything. And Belgium has played out of their minds. France has played out of their minds. And the matches that these two have had are quite amazing. There's nothing like it. And the tournament has given us some insight that, that we can see and analyze and say, well, these two teams can score, these two teams can defend. They have proven that. They have. Now it's the one that really just doesn't defend anymore, or the one who just doesn't come in all fired up to score. It's going to end up either one way or the other. Or it could just end up being that they keep going back and forth scoring goals on each other. And the offense is good, the defense is bad, but they just keep scoring goals on each other. I mean, it's going to be kind of interesting, but I hope you like the game, and I hope that you all can subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. My channel is Barca Man. I am a analyst. I want to be able to give you the best information for Barcelona after the World Cup ends. I'm not doing that at the moment because the World Cup is on, and it's I'm focusing all my attention there and what's going on with that. So for now, this is where I'm going to be focusing at this moment, not with the club team. But I want to be able to give you the best insight in what I read, news and stuff like that, articles, and maybe comment below. Maybe we can have that conversation in the bottom of the videos, and that way we can kind of have this mindset of what's going on with the World Cup at the moment. So thank you very much for watching the video. I try to make them as short as I can, to the best that as I can. It's just so much information is being given to me, and it's hard to be able to capture everything in one moment. So but this is what it's going to be right now. World Cup is on right now, and I'm hoping that everybody has a good opportunity to watch this. It's getting real good and really intense. You all have a good day, and I'll catch you next time.